also. So we'll be discussing about anonymous functions and how it can be used. In short, these anonymous functions can also be called as uh, closure functions or lambda functions. I think you have heard about the word called as lambda functions in Python. It's called as closure functions. It's also called as closure functions. So you have these three names actually commonly point to one concept called as anonymous functions. Either anonymous functions or closure functions or lambda functions all point to same concept called as anonymous functions. So we'll be discussing about anonymous functions today, how to write an anonymous functions, how to execute an anonymous function, and how to use the anonymous functions in a practical scenario. So we'll be doing that on this course of lecture today, and we'll be learning on step-by-step basis. So extreme care and attention is required, and whenever time comes for interaction, I'll put up some questions so that you can answer to me. You can interact with me. If you have any doubts, you can put a pass and raise any doubts at the moment. Okay. So what is anonymous function? In short, and a function which doesn't have any name, we call that function as anonymous functions. These anonymous functions is also called as a closure functions. Now, I will tell you how to write an anonymous function. I will first tell you what is the difference between a normal function and anonymous function. So I'll go here. Listen carefully. I will just write here. Pick up notepad. Is it visible for everyone? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Yeah. For PHP function, you can write between these two delimiters. So a function normally you will be writing like this, SKCET like this. So this is called as a function. This is called as a function. Here a function have a name, but anonymous function does not have a name. So when you come to the next one, I write the same thing like this function, and I put open a curly brackets, close curly brackets. Now you can see here, the first one is called as a normal function, but this is called as a normal function. It's called as normal function. That is called as traditional function here. So, and this function is called as anonymous function. Anonymous function. Anonymous. Called as anonymous function. So, in short, a function which does not have any name is called as anonymous function. Okay, so you have two functions. The first function is having a name called as SKCET, and the second function does not have any name, and this is called as anonymous function. Okay, so now in this, let us imagine that if I want to call SKCET, let us call like this, welcome, write like this, welcome to SKCET, I write like this. This is called as a normal function, and here I write echo. Welcome to IT department. Okay, so I have two statements. One is written in a normal function and another is written in an anonymous function. So I call a normal function like this. What is the name of a normal function? It is called as SKCET. I can make a call. If I call this from top to bottom, it will run. And whenever there is a column over here, whenever there is a function call, it will take. I will just make it. The function name is anony.php. Anony.php. Okay. I write a function called as anony.php. Now, if I run this file, closed IT, and if I run anony.php, think yes, small mistake here. So 10, I should put a semicolon here. Anonymous function should end up with a semicolon. Okay. So when I run this file, so you are able to see welcome to SKCET, but that is the information which has been revealed by a normal function. It is not by anonymous function, but anonymous function have a message called as welcome to IT department. Okay. So you can call a normal function directly, but anonymous function with this pattern you cannot call because it does not possess any name here. You cannot call this, you cannot use this anonymous function. So how to use this anonymous function? So the difference between normal function and anonymous function is a normal function does not end up with semicolon, but an anonymous function ends with semicolon. That is a major difference. Here you can see here, an anonymous function ends with a semicolon. After the function body is over, you put a semicolon over there. That means it ends up with semicolon. Now you can call a normal function with the help of SKCET. Just call using the name you can call it. But when you come to anonymous function, you cannot use it unless and until a name is given. So how will you use it? Now you cannot use this. So to use this, listen carefully. Anonymous function exists over here. I assign a name for it. For example, I assign a name called as $A equal to. That means I assign the function functionality of a particular anonymous function to a variable called as A here. So if I use this variable, that means I can call this function. Okay, so now how to call this anonymous function? Simply mention the name of the variable. So what is the name of the variable? A is called as the name of the variable. A function does not have any parameters here. Just open and close this. Now this is used to call the anonymous function. This is used to call the anonymous function. It is not going to call the first function. It is going to call the second function, which is anonymous. So when I run this message, you can see here, I'm getting welcome to IT department. Are you able to understand? So this is the message which has been revealed by anonymous function, not by the normal function. Okay. Are you able to understand how to write an anonymous function? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts in this? Any doubts?
Sir, why we use this function, sir?
Okay, see, this is actually it's called as one-line function. So to incorporate the functionality, say for example, if you want to pass one parameter inside another parameter, inside, if you want to make a nested call continuously, in that case you can go for this function. Frequently you can make a nested call. In other terms, it is also called as callback function. Okay, in worst case it will be used, not in all cases. But this has been included in your syllabus. So if you want to make frequent nested calls, in that case, we can use anonymous functions. Clear?
Sir?
Yes, Mohandan, tell me.
So can we pass parameters inside this anonymous?
Of course, I come to the point. Now only I have started. Okay. You can pass parameters, you can inherit. All these things you can do. So whatever which is possible in object-oriented programming, that can be possible in anonymous function also. Clear? Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Sir, if anonymous function is printed, sir, the other function will not get printed, sir.
Come again, Ma. I am not able to hear you.
If you are printing this anonymous function, can we print the other function?
Of course, you can print, no issues. I can call another function also. So I can call here, I can use SKCET. So SKCET is a normal function, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can also use normal function. I can use like this. I'll show you. I'll get both outputs now. See here, welcome to IT department and welcome to SKCET. Welcome to SKCET is part of regular functions. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay, good. So good way of interaction. Excellent. Okay, now listen carefully. Suppose I put up your question. I have an anonymous function like this. Okay, and I don't call this function. Listen carefully. I have only one anonymous function and that function has been assigned to A here. Now I save this file. Okay. Now I want to use this function in another file. Now this file name is called as anony.php. Let us assume that this file name is called as anony.php. So a function exists over here. Now I want to use this function in another file. How will you do that? So I'll go here. I open a new file. PHP. Okay, now I want to call that file, call that function from this file. So to use that, you have to simply use include. And what is the name of that file? Anony.php. Anony.php, because in Anony.php there exists a function called as anonymous function, which is assigned to a variable called as a here. So to call that anonymous function, so where it is assigned to a variable called as a. So use like this. So now name this file as some other name. So I'll name here it as test.php. So I name this file as test.php. Listen carefully. Now when I run this, I have to run not anony.php, I have to run test.php. So test.php. Okay, you are getting it. Welcome to IT department. So whether welcome to IT department exists in test.php? No, it exists in anony.php. So I am using one file to call the function of another file. Are you able to understand? So you can create a nexus between two different PHP files with the help of a function called as include. So this include file, this include is a keyword which just like import what you are doing in Java. So this include will actually import the functionality of another PHP file inside this PHP file. Are you able to understand? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I think you are thorough with anonymous functions. So how to write anonymous functions? So I'll step inside. So step by step we'll go through. Okay. Now an anonymous function is also called as a closure function here. So you can draw. I think this actually is related to the doubts of Mohandan. Mohandan, if you want to pass any parameter, okay, you can write anonymous function like this. I write a function. I am not leaving the parenthesis as open. Instead of that, I am putting some other variable name inside. Then inside this function, I am printing whatever I have assigned as echo name is there. And that function has been assigned to a variable called as greet here. So greet, and since one variable, it's one parameter it is accepting, I pass one parameter and the parameter name is welcome. So when I pass this parameter welcome and it goes to, and it is getting assigned in name here. Now I print name. So echo name, you will get welcome over here. So this is the way of how to pass a particular argument inside an anonymous function. Are you able to understand? Are you able to get it? Mohandan, is it clear for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll also show you, no issues. You can have, you can even pass n number of arguments inside anonymous function. Okay. You can pass n number of arguments. Now, okay. Now, this is anonymous function, which does not have any arguments inside. A simple argument because I assign to a variable called as A. So it prints a string called as engineering. And if I call this, we can see here at the end of, I have written a code snippet, $A, that means the name of the variable, and I've left the blank open. Okay, that means if this calls an anonymous function, you will get an information called as ENGG. ENGG is an information which you get here. Are you able to understand? Clear? Okay, now listen carefully. Yes, any doubts do you have? Any doubts do you have?
No, sir.
Okay. I'll call these functions anony. Okay. Okay. Now, I will tell you how to pass an argument inside an anonymous function. Now, listen here. I have written a function called as function here. I pass something like this: $A, not $A, something I should pass some other variable, $X, comma, $Y. Okay. Now, I should get two information. One is called as welcome to IT department, and I should get the summation of this. Summation means the sum of the answer here. So what should I do? How to call this function? See here, what is the name which is assigned for this anonymous function? What is the name assigned? That is called as $A. But how many arguments I have to get here? I have to get two arguments, $X and $Y. That means I have to pass, definitely pass, I have to pass two arguments here. Now I pass 15 and 20. Okay. So when I pass this variable, put a semicolon here. Now at the end of this, you print the value, echo sum. Okay. Sum that does put $A plus, sorry, $A, it's not $A, $X plus $Y. Okay, that means I should get the answer like this. So I should get two outputs now. One is welcome to IT department and another is 15 plus 20. I should get the answer called as 35 here. So I'll run this. I should run the file called as anony.php. So anony.php, think a non-numeric value encountered in line number 6. Okay. Okay, just put like this. If string concatenation is missing, then you just put like this. Finally, I will tell you how to convert string to integer and integer to string. So that kind of conversions we will be discussing in due course of time. Okay. Now I should get the answer called as welcome to IT department and $X and $Y. I should get the answer. That is 35 I should get here. So when I just run this, now we are able to see here. So welcome to IT department and I am getting an answer called as 35 here. Okay. So what we have discussed this so far, you know how to write anonymous function without any arguments. And at the moment of time, you know how to write an argument, how to write an anonymous function with arguments. And we have also discussed how to use anonymous function which exists in another file. So these are the things we have discussed so far. Any doubts in this? Any doubts? Mayappan?
Sir, no, sir.
No doubts. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, coming to the next one, this is very, very important. So, the concept which I am going to discuss now will have a close association with what I am going to discuss at the end of the day. That is the assignment. You will be using all these concepts in an assignment. So, we can apply inheritance here. We can apply the concept called as inheritance in anonymous functions. So what is inheritance? When you have a global variable, that global variable will be accessed throughout the file. But when you mention inside the function, yes, ma. Yes. Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, ma. Now I have a global variable called as message here, and message is having an information called as apple. Okay, and I have an anonymous function which is assigned to a variable called as skcet. Okay, but inside the function I'm using var dump. You know what is the use of var dump? Var dump actually gives the information about the variable. So it is used to give the information about the variable called as message, but this message cannot be accessed inside the function. Even though it is global, it cannot be accessed because you have to specify what. So whenever you write anything called as a variable inside the function, first it will check whether any local variable exists in the name called as message. Local variable does not exist here. So it will simply throw an error message that message cannot be identified or undefined symbol, even though it is global. Okay, so this will result in an error message. Listen carefully. I will show you. You have a message that is called as a global variable that is not part of the function, and inside the function I try to access the global variable using var dump. That means I try to access a global variable. Obviously, I cannot access it. So if I call it, I will get an error message. This is the idea. So now I will go to the concept called as inheritance. First, I will write here. Listen carefully. Now I have a variable called as $X here. Let us assume $X. So $X is called as engineering. So I type engineering. So in $X, it's called as a global variable now. So I try to access this variable inside this. I make like this var dump. I want to get the information about it. var dump $X. Now, since I don't have any argument for anonymous function, I just make a call like this $A. So now just run this file. So it will throw an error message. Are you able to understand? It will throw an error message called as X here. it will show that the X variable cannot be identified because that will be treated as a local variable. Local variable does not exist inside the function. So automatically it throws an error. You can see at the last line here, I'm able to see a null message. Null. Null means, that means no variable exists. Are you able to understand? So how to use this global variable inside an anonymous function? So that is a key pivotal part today. So how to use a global variable inside a function? Then only you can do projects. That means in one file, some other variable maybe exists. In another file, you will be processing some other variables. So you should connect all these variables to completely do a project. Okay, if you are not able to connect it, then the project will become senseless one. It will become meaningless and the functionality will be drastically reduced at the moment. So how to use this one? Are you able to understand my question? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what you have to do is you have to inherit this global variable and use it inside the function. Use it inside the anonymous function. That's what we will be going to learn. So how to use it? Now listen here. So here comes the problem. So you cannot use the message variable inside the function. So I get an error message here. You will get a null value as a result. But how to use it? Now listen here. It's very, very important. So you can see there is a message which is called as a global variable, which consists of a message called as apple. Okay. Suppose if I want to use the message that is global variable inside the function, I have to exploit a keyword called as use. Okay, so you can see here after function, I use a keyword called as use. Okay, and after that, I mention the name of the variable. Name of the variable is called as message here. So that means I can use this message inside the function. Are you able to understand? Clear? So now if I call, I will get that message value inside this function. That means apple can be printed over here. Okay, this is just like extends keyword what you use in Java programming. So why use extends keyword in Java? If you want to inherit one class in another class, you used to use a keyword called as extends. Extends is a keyword which is used for inheritance concept of object-oriented programming. Similarly, use is a keyword which is used for inheritance concept in PHP programming. That is the difference. Are you able to understand? Clear? I will show you how to use it.
Sir, can we use global message instead of that, sir?
Global message. Yes, of course, you can use global also. No issues. You can use global also. No issues. Okay, I'll show you $X. Okay, but use can be only used in anonymous functions, not in normal functions. Okay, so now I use, give a space and use this $X here. Okay, what does it mean? That means I'm going to use this $X variable inside the function. Okay, now if I just call this function, it will get the information called as engineering and it will throw all the information about this variable here. Now if I run this one, now you can see here. So we are getting the information called as engineering and all the details about the particular corresponding variable, complete information is given. Okay, so use is a keyword which actually which is used to implement the concept of inheritance in PHP programming. Okay, now you might be asking whether you will be inheriting only one variable. There can be n number of global variables. How you can incorporate all the variables here? Okay, that is also very simple. Suppose I have another variable. Listen here, I have another variable $Y equal to IT department. Okay, I have another variable $Z equal to CSE department. Okay. Now I want to use all these variables inside an anonymous function. Okay, so far I have used only one global variable inside anonymous function. I want to use all these things. Very simple. What you have to do is $X, $Y, $Z. Very simple. So put comma, comma, comma for finally all these global variables can be incorporated inside this function. So I'll show you. I just use var underscore dump $y and var underscore dump $z. Now when I save this, I should get all the corresponding information related to this. You can see here. So now I am using 3 global variables, and all these 3 global variables can be accessed inside one anonymous function. Any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay, ma. So I
normal function la very global
enama, yes, tell me.
Anonymous function illama normal function la
Global variable declare பண்ணாம
Neha, I am not able to hear your voice. It's actually breaking off.
சார் நார்மல் ஃபங்க்ஷன்ல இதை யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாதான்னு கேக்குறாங்க சார்.
நார்மல் ஃபங்க்ஷன்ல யூஸ்னு ஒரு கீவேர்டை யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. சரியா? யூஸ்னு ஒரு கீவேர்டை யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. ஆனா குளோபல்ன்ற ஒரு கீவேர்டை யூஸ் பண்ணி நம்ம பண்ணலாம். நோ இஷ்யூஸ்.
ஓகே சார். அப்ப மல்டிபிளா இருந்துச்சுனா சார் வேரியபிள்
என்னப்பா
சார்? அப்போ வந்து இப்ப மல்டிபிள் இருக்கு சார், மல்டிபிள் குளோபல் வேரியபிள்ஸ் இருக்குன்னா ஒவ்வொன்றுக்கும் நம்ம குளோபல் 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 போட்டு தான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும்ல சார் நார்மல் ஃபங்க்ஷன்ல?
ஆமா, அப்படிதான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும்.
சார் இப்போ குளோபல்னு டிக்ளேர் பண்ணலனா இதே எரர் தான் வருமா சார்?
குளோபல்னு டிக்ளேர் பண்ணலைன்னா எரர் வருமான்னு கேக்குறீங்களாமா?
சார் அது இதே எரர் தான் வருமா சார்? இப்போ நம்ம யூஸ் ஃபங்க்ஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணாதப்போ வந்துச்சு சார். அதுதான்
யூஸ் ஃபங்க்ஷன் யூஸ் பண்ணாம ஒரு குளோபல் வேரியபிளை ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்குள்ள அக்சஸ் பண்ணீங்கன்னா என்ன எரர் வருதுன்னா அன்டிஃபைன்ட் எரர் வருது இல்லையா? அதே எரர் தான் குளோபல் ஒரு கீவேர்டை யூஸ் பண்ணாம போட்டீங்கனாலும் அதே எரர் தான் வரும். ஓகே ஓகேமா. But the anonymous function, what is the difference between anonymous function and function is traditionally anonymous function will execute much faster than a function, because every time it is not going to be stored in a stack. Okay, it is assigned to a variable, so variable memory location is much faster than a stack. So anonymous functions execute much faster than normal functions. Okay, but it will be used only in worst case. Okay ma. Yes, any other doubts do you have?
Sir,
yes
sir, anonymous function வந்து ஒரு PHP ஃபைல் எழுதிட்டு இன்னொரு PHP ஃபைல் இன்க்ளூட் பண்ணீங்களா சார்?
ஆமா,
அதே மாதிரி நார்மல் ஃபங்க்ஷனே பண்ண முடியுமா சார்?
நார்மலா பண்ணலாம், why not?
ஓகே சார்.
சேம்.
ஓகே சார்.
அதே இது பண்ணலாம். நார்மல் ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்கும் ஒரு PHP ஃபைல்ல ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் எழுதிட்டு இன்னொரு ஃபங்க்ஷன்ல இன்னொரு ஃபைல்ல இருந்து அந்த ஃபைல்ல ஃபங்க்ஷனை வந்து கால் பண்ணலாம்.
ஓகே சார்.
செஞ்ச காமிச்சறேன், நோ இஷ்யூஸ். I'll show you pa. Wait a minute. I think I should execute this also. You have anonymous function and I have another function called as skc. Okay. Mayappan, this is for you. Okay. Echo
Okay, sir.
h1. So I have another function and echo in this welcome to PHP class. Close this and I have echo h1. Okay, close this. So now this function is a normal function, am I right? This function skcet is a normal function. This is not anonymous function, am I right? Okay, so now I will call this function from test.php. Listen carefully. I'll open test.php. So test.php. Okay. Okay. So what is the name of my function here? It is skcet, isn't it? Skcet is a normal function. So now I should get 2 information now. So when I run test.php, you can see here, this is a message which is given by normal function, not by anonymous function. Mayappan, are you clear?
Yes sir. Include யூஸ் பண்ண வேண்டாமா சார் இதுக்கு?
இன்க்ளூட் பண்ணிருக்கனே, பார்க்கலையா?
இல்ல சார், இன்க்ளூட் ஒரு கீவேர்ட் சார்.
இந்த மேல
Oh, okay.
Okay. Clear, Appa? Are you able to understand now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Very good. சொல்லுப்பா முந்தன்.
இதே மாதிரி நார்மல் ஃபங்க்ஷன் அனானிமஸ் ஃபங்க்ஷன் எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணி இன்னொரு PHP இருந்து எடுத்தீங்க சார். ஒரு குளோபல் வேரியபிள் நம்மளால எடுக்க முடியுமா சார்?
குளோபல் வேரியபிள இன்னொரு ஃபங்க்ஷன்ல இருந்து எடுக்க முடியுமான்னு கேக்குறீங்களா?
ஆமா சார். இப்போ இன்னும் முன்னாடி போட்ட PHPல வந்து $a is equal to SKCT ன்னு போடுறோம் சார். இப்போ இங்க எக்கோ $a போட்டா எனக்கு வருமா சார்?
எப்படி கேக்குறீங்க? குளோபல் வேரியபிள ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷனுக்குள்ள யூஸ் பண்ண முடியுமான்னு கேக்குறீங்களா?
இல்ல சார், குளோபல் வேரியபிளா நான் போன PHPல டிக்ளேர் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் சார். $a equal to welcomeன்னு சும்மா.
ஓகே.
இப்போ அந்த PHP கிளாஸ் இங்க நான் வந்து இன்க்ளூட் போட்டு எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டேன் சார்.
ஓகே.
அந்த வேரியபிள் இங்க பிரிண்ட் பண்ண முடியுமா சார் எக்கோ போட்டு?
யூஸ்னு போட்டா பண்ணலாம்ப்பா. நார்மல் ஃபங்க்ஷன்ல யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. ஓகேயா?
ஓகே சார்.
நார்மல் ஃபங்க்ஷன்ல யூஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. ஆனா அனானிமஸ்ல யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். அதுக்கு பதிலா நார்மல் ஃபங்க்ஷன்ல எப்படி போடுவீங்கன்னா குளோபல்னு ஒரு வேரியபிள் போட்டு அதை யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். ஒன்றும் தப்பு இல்லை. வேற ஒரு வேரியபிள்ல ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷனை வந்து இன்க்ளூட் பண்ணிட்டு குளோபல் போட்டு பண்ண முடியுமான்னு கேக்குறீங்க. அப்படித்தானே கேக்குறீங்க?
அது இல்லைங்க சார். இப்போ நார்மலா வந்து PHPக்குள்ள நம்ம ஒரு $ஏன்னு போட்டு SKCTன்னு ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரிங் டிக்ளேர் பண்றோம் சார்.
சரி.
இப்போ வந்து இன்க்ளூட் போட்டு இப்போ அந்த anoi.php நம்ம அந்த போன கிளாஸ்ல எழுதுனத எக்ஸ்டெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டோம்ல சார்.
ஆமா.
நான் anoi.phpல வந்து ஒரு ஸ்ட்ரிங்கை டிக்ளேர் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் $a equal to SKCTன்ட்டு.
ஓகே.
இப்போ நான் இந்த இன்க்ளூட் பண்ண கிளாஸ்ல நான் எக்கோ $ஏன்னு போட்டா எனக்கு வந்து SKCTன்னு பிரிண்ட் ஆகுமான்னு கேக்குறேன் சார்.
நிச்சயமா பிரிண்ட் ஆகும்பா. அதான் இங்க இம்போர்ட் ஆயிருச்சுல.
ஓகே சார்.
ஓகேப்பா. இது ஒண்ணுமே இல்ல. இப்ப இன்க்ளூட் anani.phpனா அந்த அனானி கண்டென்ட்டை மொத்தமா இங்க இன்க்ளூட் பண்ற மாதிரி எல்லா கண்டென்ட்டும் இந்த லைன் $a முன்னாடி வர்ற மாதிரி. அப்ப எல்லாமே ஒரே ஃபைல்ல இருக்கிற மாதிரி தானே அர்த்தம். புரியுதா? இப்ப அனானில 4 லைன் இருக்கு, இங்க வந்து 2 லைன் இருக்கு. இன்க்ளூட் அனானின்னு போட்டேன்னா அந்த 4 லைன் இங்க சேர்ந்து மிச்சம் இருக்கிற 2 லைனோட சேர்ந்து 6 லைன் வர்ற மாதிரி. அவ்வளவுதான். ஒரு ஷார்ட்கட்ல யூஸ் பண்றோம். அவ்வளவுதான். ஓகேயா?
ஓகே சார்.
ஓகேப்பா. So function, I think I come to the concept called as inheritance. So is it clear about inheritance? So inheritance you can use with the help of the use keyword. Okay. So anonymous function should end up with a semicolon. So use is actually similar to extends keyword in Java. That's all. Okay. And that global variable is called as a parent object. Okay. And here another beauty part of it is anonymous function can be incorporated inside an array. Listen carefully. I have declared an array. ARR is my array name. How will you write an array? array. You have to use a keyword called as array. Write the first function, first anonymous function, and I have echo, and it prints 1 here. I close anonymous function, and finally second anonymous function prints the message called as 2. If possible, just take a screenshot of it. You take up a screenshot of it. So you can see that an array have 2 anonymous functions inside. Okay, 2 anonymous function inside an array. One actually, first function prints 1, second function prints 2. And I close the array and end up with semicolon. When I close the array, I end up with semicolon. That means array comes to an end. After this, now array of 0 consists of first anonymous function. Array of 1 consists of second anonymous function. I will show you. Now, if I use array of 0, I will get 1 here. Why I am getting 1? Why I am getting 1?
Sir, first function array prints 1, sir.
Yes, first function prints actually 1 here. When I write ARR1, it goes to second anonymous function. It prints 2 here. Clear? So you can write anonymous function inside array and you can also use it. Okay. And so far what we have learned is, you know how to write a simple anonymous function, how to write anonymous function with parameters, how to call anonymous function from a different file, how to use a parent variable, that means how to use inheritance in anonymous function, and how to incorporate anonymous function inside an array. All these things we have learned. Okay.
Sir.
Yes, pa.
Yes, sir. Open bracket, close bracket போடல. Array of 0 open bracket. ஏன்னா function call தானே சார் அது?
எங்கப்பா?
அரே ஆஃப் ஜீரோங்கிறது வந்து ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் இருக்கு சார். அப்ப நம்ம அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷனை கால் பண்ணும்போது அரே ஆஃப் ஜீரோ ஓப்பன் பிராக்கெட் க்ளோஸ் பிராக்கெட் போடணும் இல்ல சார்? இல்ல சாதாரணமா இப்படியே கொடுக்கலாமா சார்?
இப்போ வந்து நீங்க ஒரு அரேல வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எலிமெண்ட்டை ரெஃபர் பண்ணோம்னா எப்படி ரெஃபர் பண்ணுவீங்க?
அரே ஆஃப் ஜீரோ.
ஓகே. செகண்ட் எலிமெண்ட்டை ரெஃபர் பண்ணோம்னா எப்படி ரெஃபர் பண்ணுவோம்? அரே ஆஃப் 1. அதே மாதிரி தான் அங்க டேட்டாக்கு பதிலா இங்க ஃபங்க்ஷன் இருக்கு, அவ்வளவுதான்.
ஓகே சார்.
ஓகே. அப்ப 0ன்னு போட்டேன்னா அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன் வந்து பிரிண்ட் ஆயிரும். 1ன்னு போட்டேன்னா ரெண்டாவது ஃபங்க்ஷன் வந்து பிரிண்ட் ஆயிரும், அவ்வளவுதான்.
ஓகே.
வெரி சிம்பிள். டேட்டாக்கு பதிலா அப்படியே ஃபங்க்ஷனை ரீப்ளேஸ் பண்ணுங்க. வெரி சிம்பிள். ஓகே. One more thing, please post me the question in English, okay? And I want you to talk in English, every one of you, so that your communication should parallelly get improved over here. Okay. So even I should not answer the questions. I should not reply in Tamil. Okay, okay. Now I will go to this one called as anonymous function, which uses inheritance. You can see here. This is about writing an anonymous function which actually returns the value of a simple interest, which returns a simple interest. You can see here, I have a global variable called as amount, which consists of 10,000. Okay, so that 10,000 is called as a amount which is assigned to it. It is called as a global variable. Now, I have two functions. One is $ROI, that is called as rate of interest. And $years, number of years I have to possess the amount with me. Okay, and use amount. Since amount is a global variable, I am using a keyword called as use here. And after that, I have to return the simple interest here. So, what is the concept of simple interest bar? What is the function? What is the formula for simple interest? PNR by 100. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. P is called as principal, N is called as number of years, and R is called as rate of interest. Okay, PNR by 100. But I have not mentioned by 100 because inside rate of interest itself will be divided by 100. It will be given in that angle. So you can use P, N, and R. So 100 can be given as a fractional part here. So this is actually returns the simple interest amount to the specification which I call. Say, listen here. Here I have given 7.5. 7.5 is called as a rate of interest, and 4 is called as number of years, and it will be collected in interest here. So finally I can print interest over here. So this is all about how to use what you call simple interest with the help of anonymous function. Can you write a program for this, for anonymous function, using anonymous function? For example, if I give an amount, I should get the simple interest for an amount for the period of 2 years. How will you write it? How will you write it? Yes. How will you write an anonymous function which returns a simple interest here? Okay, interest function. So first I write amount, comma, rate of interest, ROI, comma, number of years. Okay, I open up this and simply use return star amount star ROI star years. I close this anonymous function. Okay. Interest. First I give amount called as 10,000. Rate of interest. Say for example, if rate of interest is 8%. Okay. If I want to divide it by 100 and if I want to give that, what should I do? 8% can be given as 0.08. Am I right? 8% can be given as 0.08. Okay. Now, number of years, 2 years. Okay. Now I print echo here. Okay. Now tell me whether this code will execute right.
No, sir.
Without any flaw. What is wrong here? So,
Semicolon.
apart from Mukundan and Murugappa, Mayappan, others can answer. Apart from Mukundan and Mayappan, others can answer. What is wrong here? What is wrong here? Akash,
Semicolon, sir.
Akash, what is wrong?
Sir,
Akash. Semicolon, Mukesh, yes. Mukesh is answering. So you should put a semicolon. So this is wrong. Okay. Now I run this file. So I should get a message here. So test dot, you can see here. So 1600 will be the interest rate for 8% interest for 10,000 rupees for 2 years. So this is the amount you will be getting back. Okay. I will just go and all function F5. I'll go and just last point here. Okay. So points to remember here is an anonymous function does not have any name. Of course, that is true. You don't have a function with any name here. And next number two, point number 2 is an anonymous function has to be referred by some variable. Without variable, an anonymous function will be meaningless. Okay, so if you want to inherit, then you have to use a keyword called as use here. So that is the third point you have to remember. Okay, anonymous function is also called as callback function. Any other name apart from it? Apart from callback name, any other name for this function? What is apart from callback?
Lambda functions.
Yes, ma.
Lambda functions.
Another function name is closure function. Exactly. Who is answering, ma?
Bhupana, sir.
Bhupana. Okay, very good, very good. Anonymous function can be incorporated inside arrays. That's what just now we have seen. It can be incorporated inside arrays. And similarly, one anonymous function can call another anonymous function. So these are the points which you have to remember while using anonymous functions. I think I come to the end of the session today, and I have given an assignment. I want you to solve the assignment, or otherwise, if you are actually feeling hesitant to solve it, I will also solve that assignment. So I will just go through, you can just take a snapshot of it and try. This has to be solved only with anonymous functions. So the assignment looks like this. So you are supposed to process an academic information of the student. So operation number 1, you have to find the total marks for a student, which consists of 3 subjects. And operation number 2, find the average marks. That means total of 3 divided by 3. You will get an average. Third operation, you should find the grade. And I have given the criteria for grade like this. A plus when it is greater than or equal to 90. And D, when it falls below 60, you will get answer grade called as D. So this is the category. And operation number 4, you should print the result. So result should be printed like this. Same format. You should get a name. Total should be there, average should be there, and grade should be there. It should be printed in the same format like this. And you have to use anonymous function, and the key constraint is name should be a global variable. Name should be a global variable. How will you do this? How will you do this? So for all these 4 operations, you have to write anonymous functions. See, this is a portion of actual real-time project. Okay, this is a portion of actual real-time project. I have not given the complete project. I have given only the subset, a small subset I have taken from it. If you are able to do this, then you can design a complete portal. Step by step, you can design a complete portal. So how will you design an anonymous function for this? Should I write it, or you can solve on your own? Yes. Question is for the open forum. Should I solve this? Ananda Narayanan. Ananda Narayanan. Yes, they have connected and gone. Divagar.
Sir.
Yeah, you are connected. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Can you do this, Divagar?
Sir, I can try, sir.
Oh, you can try. No issues. Very good. Bhupna.
Yes, sir. I will try, sir.
Okay. Kushal Bhupna.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone have difficulties in implementing this, or should I write a code snippet, just a small set of code snippet now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Anandarayana. Yes, Anandarayana. Okay. Mridula,
Sir,
can you do it on your own, or should I solve it, ma?
sir, I'll try, sir.
I will write a code snippet right now, and then you can develop on your own.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So now listen here. I have given 4 operations, isn't it? I have given 4 operations. The first operation is you have to find the total of 3 marks. Okay. Now listen here. What I said, first the name should be a global variable. Let us assume name is something like name Mayappan. Okay. So I put a name called as Mayappan here. So now after this, I should create a total here. So total variable is here assigned. I write an anonymous function. Anonymous function should have 3 variables. So M1, that is called as mark1, $M2 called as mark2, and $M3 is called as mark3. Okay. Now after this, what should I do? I have to return the total. So first operation, I have to total all the marks. So return $M1 plus $M2 plus $M3. So return this mark. So what should I do after this? I should put a semicolon. Yes. So one anonymous function has been returned. Okay. Now what is the next step? I have to write an average. So average equal to function, and I should get total here as a parameter. So total is passed as a parameter here. And after this, what should I do? To get an average, I should just divide it by 3. Return, because 3 marks are there. So to find the average, you have to divide it by 3. Return $total by 3. So close anonymous function number 2. Clear? Are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the third one is very simple. I think you have to calculate grade here. Grade equal to, how to calculate it? Use function, and grade you should get average here. So average should be as passed as a parameter. So average inside this. So I will write one condition, just remaining you can write on your own. Average is greater than or equal to 90. So then I should return, then I should return A plus as grade here. Okay. Else if average is greater than or equal to 80, and should make like this, and average less than 90. So then I should return A. So I have written only for 2 grades. So remaining things you can write on your own. Are you able to understand? Okay. And finally, what should I do is I have to print it. So $print equal to function. So I should have 4 parameters here. So one is name, another is total, another is average, and next is called as grade here. So 3 parameters I can get here itself. So first what should I do? I have to get total here. Next parameter I should get grade here, and third parameter I should get next parameter I should get average, and third parameter I should get grade, and I should use global now. So what is global variable name here?
Dollar name.
So what you have to do, use dollar name here. Okay, now open this and print it. I think it's very simple. So I put like this. Very simply you can do, first write echo something like this. If you want to make a big font, you can make like this, H2, and yeah, small mistake. I should get an output like this, isn't it? Star. Yes, one output, and after that I write H2, and here I have to write echo. I should get name, colon, and where is the name here? It is in dollar here. So directly write like this. Put a semicolon like this. It will write the name as it is. Okay. Then write echo. If you want to write marks here, I think total, isn't it? Total. Put colon, and total is in the variable called as total. Put total. So every time use a break statement here, because then only it will come to a new line. And finally you can write echo average, dollar average, like this. So continue in this fashion and try to do this. I think, hope I have written only a portion of the program. Still I hardly 10% is there to do, I think. Okay, only 10% of the code is remaining. I hope that you can do on your own. If you are not able to do, then I will pass it now. So please try on your own, so that finally we can do it. So here I have to put, I think, one more thing. It is star. That's all. Yes. Clear? Are you able to understand? Mundan?
Sir?
Okay. Are you able to understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I want all of you to do this project, and yes, tell me.
Sir, in the print kulla போட்டுருக்கீங்களா சார், இன்சைட் print statement குள்ள டோட்டல் ஆவரேஜ் எங்க சார் கால் பண்றீங்க?
இன்னும் நான் காலே பண்ணல. கால் பண்றது தான் உங்ககிட்ட விட்டேன். கால் பண்றது எப்படி ஈஸி, சிம்பிள். எப்படி இங்க பாருங்க, வெரி சிம்பிள். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்ன டோட்டல் வேணும், டோட்டல் ஈக்குவல் டு, ஓகேயா, டாலர் டோட்டல், ஓகேயா. என்ன ரிட்டர்ன் பண்ணும், 3 மார்க் வேணும், 56, 76, 68, 64. So this will total, and where it will be stored, the return value will be stored in total here. Am I right?
Sir.
Total variable name anonymous function. It points to anonymous function. Pass 3 arguments over here, and the return value will be stored in total here.
Sir.
Okay. Yes, pa.
இப்படி வெளிய கால் பண்றதுக்கு பதிலா இன்சைட் பிரிண்டே கால் பண்ணலாம்ல சார்?
எப்படி வேணாலும் கால் பண்ணலாம். It's up to you. No issues. Okay. I have designed like this. You can design on your own way. Now, you come to average. எப்படி கால் பண்ணுவீங்க? So average equal to dollar average. So average என்ன பாஸ் பண்ணனும், டோட்டலை பாஸ் பண்ணனும். So dollar total, like this. Finally call print. That's all.
Yes, sir.
I think you are clear with this code. You try on your own. So if you have any doubts, you can personally text me. So I will just do it and send to you. Okay. So you try first. At least you take 2 days time or 1 day time to implement this, and at least take a snapshot of the output and send it to me as a WhatsApp, in WhatsApp code. Okay. In WhatsApp, just send this output as a screenshot to me. So I want all of the students to get participated in this. So with this, I think I come to an end of the session about anonymous functions. So if you have any queries, you can ask me now. Any queries? Kanaga Kaushik, any queries do you have?
No, sir.
No. Okay, Muthu Bharati. Any queries, ma? Muthu Bharati?
No, sir.
Okay, Narmada, any queries?
No, sir.
Okay, ma. So with this, we will wind up the session. If we don't have any queries, we'll wind up. So thank you and Jai Hind. Bye.